Today, I decided enough was enough and it's time to do an upgrade. I'm going to review and give you an honest review of the Garmin DEZL OTR620. Welcome to the channel, drivers. Today I'm going to review the Garmin DEZL OTR620. This is my current Garmin, very old, very bulky, and even the back is already on Velcro because the suction cup simply does not work on the glass anymore. So that's just my engineering of keeping it on the dash. Now, it's legal because it's not blocking anything on my windshield, which is totally fine where the old one sits currently. Now, the reason why I'm doing the upgrade is eventually you'll find out that I am gonna be going over the road back to flatbed and step deck trucking. And I wanna get an upgrade because this older Garmin GPS, even though I like that it's bulky and kind of like hard to destroy, it is running probably 2010 maps, because when I was using it, it was giving me routes that don't that are old, may not exist already, and the fact that there's a lot of new roads that are being built that is not on this GPS. And these bulky ones are very hard to update and get new routes updated into them. So I decided to upgrade and bought the DEZL OTR620 to review. Now, I'm probably gonna make a part 2 review as I'm using this. So stay tuned and subscribe for a part 2 in about, I wanna say April, May, June is when I'm gonna give a full honest review of a part 2. But this is like an unboxing video and an initial review and honest opinion of exactly what I think of the Garmin. I do apologize for me ranting and just talking nonsense before doing the actual review, but here's the reason why I got the Garmin. My old Garmin has route shaping, okay? And since I'm gonna be doing flatbed step deck, route shaping is important because I might have to do an oversized load. And when you do oversized loads, it's easier to do route shaping on a Garmin. And I Googled this, and supposedly this Garmin model also has route shaping. And why it's important to me? Well, if I do oversized, I look at my permits, I look at what road I have to turn next, and I can route shape based on the permits into the Garmin GPS, which makes it easier. That's why I picked Garmin over Rand McNally, and hopefully this model doesn't disappoint me, because the older models definitely do have route shaping. When you open your box, you're gonna come with the GPS monitor, the GPS tablet itself, the Garmin tablet. You're gonna come with a cigarette lighter, like a power insert for your vehicle with a USB adapter, probably some adaptation to the window, suction cup adaptation, and of course the charging cable. It does come with instructions, but to tell you the truth, these instructions are useless. They just show you basically some rules and regulations of not to put it where it's blocking your view, if it's against the law, yada yada yada. There's really it doesn't show you how to actually use the Garmin. You got to go either online on YouTube and find a video, listen to my review, or basically learn by yourself. Now, this suction cup right here and this adapter, which you'll plug in or hook onto your GPS, actually clips in very good. You can spin it around, and with a little bit of effort you can pop it out. What I like about this compared to the old GPS is the old one had where you can make it tighter or looser, and you don't need to do in this. It seems like a good quality product. It's not going to wear over time. That's just the way I see it now. It's really thoughtfully designed of the new design, so that you don't have to mess around with making it tighter or get it a little bit loose. This is what it looks like out of the packaging. It's the smallest option they got. It's a 620. They have bigger options which are almost $1,000. This one is about 300 and some change, $349. Honestly, I'm not looking and getting a too big of one. Here's the difference between the old and new one. It's not that much smaller, and honestly it's more DOT compliant if you put it in the corner, and it's going to be out of the way. And this model unfortunately does not come with a dash cam, but for the most part company supplies me with a dash cam, or I buy an additional dash cam. I never liked truck GPS dash cams, so I always buy an additional dash cam. But this is pretty thin and very light. I just wonder how it's gonna hold up and being like shatterproof, like kind of the old one. Probably not as much, but if you're careful with it, it's not gonna break. Looks pretty sleek, and I think it's not, if I put it in a corner somewhere on my windshield, it's gonna give me good visibility, and DOT is not gonna say anything about it. I already like the design of this Garmin a lot better. The old one had like a weird clip-on magnet that was in the way. If you have like a tablet holder and you want to put it like, see, that's my ELD, but if you want to have like a tablet holder, it's easy because nothing is in the way compared to my old ELD. I mean, a Garmin GPS, everything is in the way down there, and you cannot put an adapter tablet holder properly because everything is bulky. And it's very easy to put on. This goes in at the tab right here, and you pop it in, and that's it. And the only way to take it off is you're gonna have to pull on this tab right here, and then you can take the bracket easily off. Now, for the suction cup, it's really sturdy once you lock it in place, but keep in mind, you really gotta push it in and then lock it in place. It removes easy. My interesting thing would be is after a year of use, how well is it gonna hold on to the glass? Because my old GPS, the reason why the suction cup went bad is because of the heat of the sun destroyed the suction cup, and I could no longer put it on the windshield. But with this being probably a better quality, I'm hoping it could give me quite a few years of use. Now, since I'm only using this for review and testing, and this GPS is not gonna be in the truck that I'm actually gonna be driving, and I'm only doing a review, don't mind the wiring, but eventually, if I'm gonna be driving a Coronado, I'm gonna have like a USB setup over here, so that way I could like run the wire cleanly across the dash and just put the USB or the cigarette lighter plug into there. But as of right now, don't mind the weird wiring. Always keep it nice and neat and tucked away. As soon as I plugged it in, the Garmin logo came on right away. When it powers on, it tells you to select a location, and I forgot to record the screen setting, but it showed that it was a 2024 version, so that's a plus. So I know the maps are updated to 2024. So let's go ahead and hit OK. I'm in the United States. Yes, American English. And then it's gonna tell you the user end agreement and stuff, so I'm gonna hit accept all. For some reason it is in night mode. I have no idea why. We'll have to figure that out in the settings, but if you look closely, you're gonna hit yes, and you can also have it I think like connect to the app to access additional features. So we'll see if we can do the app later on. Yeah, as you can see, that's what I want. So I'll figure out the Garmin app a little later, or maybe actually now. Let's go ahead and connect now and see what happens. So downloading the app was a breeze. It was very easy and fast, and then pairing the Garmin GPS to your phone through the app, very easy. The passcode is there. You can use the QR code to download the app. Very easy. We're gonna skip Wi-Fi networks. This is for like map and software updates, but we're gonna skip that for now, and then we're gonna agree. And then here comes the fun part. So fun part. Let's hit tractor. We got one trailer. Max height. Let's do 13.6 for now. Max width 8'6". That's and total length. I'm gonna do the maximum of 65 feet because I think that's what it's at. And gross weight, we're gonna do 80,000 pounds. Next, gross vehicle weighting 80,000 pounds. So we're gonna do that. Always keep it on the safe side. We're gonna click. You can go if you're a hazmat. You can click if it has a hazmat load. But I'm gonna click next. None for now. Allow local deliveries. This is for like avoid use for like local deliveries, or you know, or I'm gonna do always ask. That way if I have a local delivery coming up, like where I'm delivering, it may want me to take it may want to take a route that's only for local delivery if trucks are not allowed there. So we're gonna click next on that. All right, that's how we configured. Obviously, probably when you hit settings, you could all redo the settings later on. If you want to redo the height, say you have a higher load on the step deck, or you know, vice versa. So we're gonna hit select, and then that's the map right here. It looks pretty cool right here. This is the main menu. You have the temperature of outside, you have what time it is, and this is like where to. I'm currently in Spartanburg, South Carolina. Like that. View map. I'm gonna look at weather, truck parking, vehicle service history, save. Let's go through all the menu and see what they say. All right, first let's click on weather and see what comes up in my area. So weather, look at that. At Spartanburg Memorial, it shows me the weather conditions in my area. So let's click on radar. Look at that. This is by satellite view from Garmin. And let's see how well radar works. It's still uploading though, unfortunately. So I zoomed in on a section where it should be raining right now in the United States, and it's not letting me do this. This is the play and pause button for radar, and for some reason it's still loading. I think I got to be connected to Wi-Fi for radar, but here's an interesting fact. So when I hit wind gusts, it shows me which direction the wind is going in any given location. Let it upload, and perfect. And then we can go to wind speed, and we could see how fast the wind is blowing at this current color right here. And let's see if we hit play, what happens. Nothing much. It shows like different times, which is pretty cool. So this shows the wind speed at certain different times, gives you a prediction, which is pretty cool. We're gonna go to, that's all it just shows, wind speed, wind gusts, and then I guess if you connect to the internet, you should be able to see radar. So hitting the wind button on the weather section is just the same thing as if you go into radar mode. Now if I hit conditions, it's gonna show me where there's strong winds, where there's snow, ice, or wet, or fog in certain areas. I'm assuming that'd be somewhere on my route if I can get it to play. So let's see if I get it to load, see what happens currently. I think for some reason either it's going to take a while to load. You let me know in the comments why it's taking forever to load. I obviously don't like that. I think I got to be connected to Wi-Fi in order for to see the real live updates on the weather like that. Still pretty cool though, because you can see 5-day forecast of what's going on, highs and low temperatures, and then alerts. Let's see if there's any alerts. If you can get that to play, that's pretty cool, because you get like certain like tornado watch, storm, wind, flood, winter, or other. If it can get to load. For some reason it's not loading. I think I got to be connected to Wi-Fi. I'm not 100% sure. Let me know in the comments. But the weather section is pretty cool. It shows you all kinds of information based on your location. What I like currently about this new GPS compared to my old trucking GPS, you can quickly hit truck parking and redo your settings for the vehicle that you're driving. Now let's go to truck parking, and we're gonna go to all truck parking near me. So it shows me the nearest truck parkings that I have near my area. So you can see like there's like different places I could park that's near to me. What is next? Like I got a Pilot next to me about 13 miles away, and on the map it's gonna show me where it is located on the map as well. See, I could even just click search here and it'll show me the truck stops in the area, which is pretty cool. When we go into service, it's pretty cool. You can like select and how many miles you need to do certain intervals and everything. That's pretty cool. So it lets you know when it's time to do oil change and everything like that. That's really cool right there. When you're in the route planner mode, I'm guessing you can create routes which truck stop you want to stop at along your route whenever you click a destination, and you can import routes, I guess, from your phone or via storage on the SD card on the Garmin app, which is pretty cool. But I got yet to figure that out when I'm doing over the road. So that's why there's gonna be a part 2 of the review coming up when I start using this. And obviously when you click saved, it's gonna show you saved places. But since I just bought this GPS and I haven't clicked on any address to go to, there's gonna be no saved places. And that's like when you save, that's where it's gonna be at. This right here is pretty cool. It'll show you like cameras, bird's eye direct. That's takes a picture of satellite view of certain locations, Garmin power switch, Garmin E-log if you have E-log for Garmin. I mean, there's a phone, route planner, Find J, route, service history, all that good stuff, weather radar. This is like all the applications. You got phone, okay, Garmin, and then you got like, oh, no, I don't want to talk to you right now. Sorry about that. It's very sensitive. But yeah, you could do a whole lot of different things with this Garmin GPS. In the settings button, it's pretty cool. Let's see here. You go to all settings. You can do like complete setup. Like we're gonna skip the Wi-Fi for now. You could check on updates. You could check on phone connect to the I'm connected. There's Wi-Fi, vehicle profile, then there's a map, sat map preferences, a driving map 3D. So I'm guessing I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna go back, map detail normal. Let's see what happens when we do more. Normal, less. I don't know the quite difference. I'm gonna do more. Probably I'm gonna see more roads. Map layers enables a map feature. Okay, let's see here. So we're gonna do up ahead places. Yes. We're gonna see truck wait stations, truck stops, and truck parking, which we're gonna save. That's in order. I'm gonna set that up, and bird's eye view. Oh, that's to see satellite images on there, but I don't have that on right now, so I'm gonna turn that off. But there's popular truck routes. You can choose off route restrictions. That's on. Travel history or custom maps. You could all configure that really well, which is pretty cool. I like that. There's one thing I'm thinking about Garmin GPS. Whenever I hit a route, I want to see what's the nearest city, nearest truck stops on my route, like my old Garmin GPS. So we'll see if it actually does that. So that's map preferences. Let's go to navigation and see what that. So calculation time, faster time. Straight line shows a straight line to the destination. So minimizes driving time. I'm gonna click on save for that. Avoidance. Avoid U-turns. Yes, I'm gonna avoid U-turns. You can avoid highways. You can avoid tolls and fees. You can avoid ferries, which I'm gonna avoid ferries. Unpaved roads, avoid. So if you click all avoid that, you should be safe. But hey, have common sense as a truck driver. Cool thing though about the traffic mode, you can optimize it to where it avoids traffic, but it's up to you. So compared to the old Garmin, which didn't have that, this is a pretty cool feature. At the driver assistance, this is pretty cool. You can set up like speeding alerts, tone when exceeding speed limit if you want, reduce speed tone, like country border alert, route preview, brake planning, all that good stuff you could set up on this. I'm just gonna deactivate that because if you speed over 1 mile an hour, it's gonna keep turning on. It's probably gonna be annoying. But yeah, there's a lot of things you could do. Display timeout, we're gonna do, how about never? Oh, let's do 10 minutes. I guess that's without like without the charger input. So color mode, auto, brightness, that's pretty cool right there. I like how much different settings you can do compared to the old stuff that I had. If you want your stuff to be in kilometers, all you gotta do is go to the system and change whatever you need to change. Like you can do anything on this, which is pretty cool in my opinion. Selecting the volume on this GPS is pretty easy and very simple to use. I like that feature right there. Compared to the old GPS, oh, this is so much better right now. Let's see what happens when we click view map. View map looks pretty cool. Let's hit popular truck routes. I'm guessing all of this is like popular truck routes right here, showing all of this here of where trucks drive, or that's, I think just the purple is just shows like country highways and stuff. But yeah, that's if you want to view map. I don't see any like truck stops that you can see by just viewing map, but yeah, you can just see your regular map wherever you want to see, wherever you're located. That's as usual. And just to go back home, you just click that. Actually, that's not north. Oh, click that to go back to where you're currently at, and then if you go forward, that's how you can. It'll show you the little truck icon right there. Now let's click on where to. Some points of interest cannot accommodate trucks. Okay, I understand. Let's search. So there's CAT scale, truck parking, truck services, truck locations, TripAdvisor, and all that categories and stuff. So I mean, this is GPS is for car too. But let's search the address now, or let's search Seattle, Washington, WA. Search, and then let's hit navigate. I want to see how route shaping looks like, so I'm gonna hit navigate. All right, go. It's calculated like the old Garmin GPS I got. Let's see how well it's gonna look now.
Please drive to highlighted route.
Oh, it's pretty cool. So it's showing me like there's 40 hours, 59 minutes, planned stops if I want, avoids ferries, shows 6 to 8% uphill for 3.1 miles and 6 to 7% descent for 3.5 miles. Okay, show me nearest way station is 54 miles away on my route. Let's hit how we're gonna do it. Let's see, see, you can choose from arrival time, time to destination, distance to destination, next stop arrival time. Let's just click on, you could do a lot of different things like temperature, next mile marker, all that on the old one. You could just configure however you want. My personal preference is always mileage. So we're gonna click on distance to destinations, and let's see if we can do that right there. So let's see if we can hit cities ahead and stuff and see what shows up. Okay, that's pretty cool. So I can see what cities are next on my route. Let's see if I could do something else. So not only you could do what cities ahead, you could do up ahead like in the old Garmin GPS, which is I really like. So customize up ahead. We're gonna do, let's go truck stops up, way station second, truck parking last. So we're gonna save that, and I'll show you how to do that. So that's pretty cool. It shows like what's next in my route, truck stops, way stations, hotspot. That I mean, like that's like truck parking and truck stops. That's pretty cool. I like to see that on what's up ahead. The only thing I do not like is you cannot switch on the city. So you can do like up ahead, like kind of frozen me here, but I'll show you in a second. So by clicking that icon, you could go to up ahead, and you could go up to also cities ahead. So you're gonna click up ahead, and you can also exit out of there again, and you could do cities ahead as well, and boom, it'll show you the very next city. Unfortunately, I missed this kind of display to where wherever you're driving, you can switch quickly from like what cities are up ahead and truck stops at the same time, but it is what it is. It's a lot better, in my opinion, than the Rand McNally. But you can always edit these apps so that you can just quickly click on them to not take your eyes off the road. Now, I was able to customize this layer thing. I'm going to show you here. So basically, this is a layer button right here. But anyway, about it, how you customize, you go to the setting right here, and you can click on this, and you can click on map layers. Now, obviously, I can't click on it because I already did map layers, but I'm assuming, I'm not sure if I'm right, but what I'm assuming you could do is while you're driving, a map layer will pop up with right away up ahead, or just go revert to up ahead or cities ahead on the buttons control. Now, let's go see how well the map editing works. So basically, the map shaping is my favorite feature of all. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna click on edit route, and you can go detour by distance, detour by road, add shaping point. So let's go click shaping point and see if it'll work, because this is exactly what I'm looking for. So let's click this. Let's see how well it's gonna calculate how my shaping point is. I'm not 100% accurate, but it'll be nice to do a shaping point of that kind of nature. So let's wait until it loads. Hopefully it doesn't take forever. It's at 81%, 99. Come on, Garmin, you could do it. And there you have it. It has deviated my route now. Now my question is, how well can I add a second and more shaping point, and how well can I do it? Let's try to see if I could come up close and do the shaping point up close. So I guess we see all the road names, which is pretty cool. So if I'm doing oversized load, that's gonna work for me. Let's click shaping point over here and see what happens. So calculating. Let's see how well the shaping point works now after that. All right, now we're just gonna go zoom back out. All right, it kind of did shaping. I'm just gonna have to figure out how to use it. There must be no trucks allowed there or something. That's why it had me shaped like this, but I think I can get it to shape the way exactly I want it to for when I do oversized loads. So let's X out. Next thing we're gonna find out is, can we input GPS coordinates in here and get navigation for that? So we're gonna go where to. I'm gonna search by coordinates now. Okay, so I just input the coordinates of some random location. Let's see how well it works, because the old GPS won't be able to do that. Let's see if it gives me an exact coordinate to wherever I just input it. So I'm gonna wait and see if it loads properly. Well, no matter how long I'm waiting or how much I try, GPS coordinates are simply a problem for this Garmin GPS to find. Maybe if I turn on Wi-Fi, it'll do it, but it's having a problem getting the coordinates on, and I don't get it why. It's not showing me. The coordinates just keeps loading, so it's probably never gonna find that coordinates. You need an actual address for this Garmin GPS. Overall, this tiny GPS is pretty good. I can actually see it quite well from my point of vision where I am sitting, and I'm pretty sure nighttime is not going to be a problem either. And it does have route shaping. It does show you the nearest truck stops. It can show you cities up ahead, and it can show you truck stops up ahead, and wait stations up ahead, which is pretty cool. And I like that right there. The only different thing I don't like, it probably cannot pick up on coordinates. I've been trying to get it to pick up on a coordinate, and it's not. So basically, if you don't have a physical address, you're gonna have to search like the nearest possible address area wherever the coordinates are on your Google phone and match it up to those maps, which sucks. The only thing that's that Rand McNally is better than that Garmin GPS is the fact that you can enter coordinates in Rand McNally, as vice versa. This you cannot. But other than that, it's a pretty good GPS. Perfect for what I'm going to be doing, because I really need that route shaping type deal, and I do like to see truck stops ahead and cities ahead when I'm driving down the road. Now, it is overheating slightly, but that I also do not have AC currently in the truck, and the sun is shining, so I'm not too worried. But if it's overheating and it's going to start breaking, I'm going to have to go through warranty service or get this exchanged or refunded. So, but other than that, it's a pretty cool GPS. If it's overheating, I would return it and exchange it, but I think it's overheating because the sun's directly shining and it's pretty hot in the truck currently. I'm currently at home updating this Garmin GPS because it does need a software and a map update, which is very easy. You could connect to any hotspot or Wi-Fi, and the device will turn off, but not to worry. It turns off for a reason, but it does update. So it takes a little while to update. It could take up to 3.5 hours to update, or 45 minutes, depending on how good your internet connection is. But eventually you'll be able to update your Garmin GPS. Compared to my old GPS, that was very, very hard to do, is to update the old GPS. This makes life a lot easier to update your GPS. When you're done with the download on the update, you click accept all, and it shows the following content was installed to your device: map update, software update. Boom, done. Now you're restarting the whole GPS, and now you have updated roads. How easy is that compared to the old Garmin? So I got the radar to work. I am connected to Wi-Fi. I'm gonna disconnect from my hotspot and see if the radar will still show up, but you could definitely see that there's radar showing like rain, snow, and all the good stuff. Let's go down to Wyoming and see if it's going to show us any snow or in that general area, see what pops up. But it looks like it is playing and working. Oh, there's some rain there in Albuquerque. Let's go to Salt Lake City, Utah area. See if there's any snow or anything down there. Nope, all clear. But yep, radar is still working. Let's go down here. For some reasons there is absolutely no rain, but radar is definitely working. So I disconnected the Wi-Fi from the Garmin GPS, and the radar's still working, so it's using satellite. I'm assuming the reason why it wasn't working properly at the start of the video is simply for the fact that it needed a software update. After the update, it looks like everything is working as it should be. Subscribe for part 2 review, because that's when I'm gonna do the ultimate test, when I take it on the road and tell you how good of a GPS it is later down on the road. Not canceled. Guys, I'm Eddie B. 2004 turn right. This particular package, driving attempt on the 6 Series.